Hello. Tonight I was going to be making a machining video. I don't normally make machine videos, and I'm not a machinist. But I am a tinkerer with close to 5 decades worth of experience. I have the machine equipment in my shop, which I do use when I need it. But I don't sit and machine all the time. If I need something machined for whatever I'm working on, I'll go machine it. But the reason I'm making this machining video is Mr. Keith Fenner of Turn Right Machine Works, which is his business up in Cape Cod, and also his YouTube page, has a giveaway called the What's in Your Toolbox giveaway, where he gives away a toolbox full of tools to an up-and-coming machinist to help them get a good start. So this is usually like an apprentice or somebody young that's starting out, or a young machinist. That's what they're looking for. So, and what Mr. Fenner does is he donates a toolbox and some of his tools, and then his viewers send tools in from all over the world, and they go in that toolbox, and then there's a nomination process and a selection process where a worthy recipient receives that toolbox full of tools. This has grown, and actually last year there were 3 toolboxes, including one custom-made wooden machinist toolbox that was just absolutely gorgeous that was donated last year. This year I believe there is 3 toolboxes again, but I'm not sure. I do know this year there are 15 worthy nominations, and I guess the selection process will determine the worthy recipients. But anyway, why am I making these punches? Well, Mr. Brad Jacobs, a Basement Shop Guy, which is another YouTube page, came up with an idea of a What's in Your Box Toolmakers collaboration. And what that is the different YouTube people that make videos, machinist videos, would make tools to go into the What's in Your Box giveaway box. And there are people that are making different tools, different YouTube machinists. And Mr. Randy Richard, from Randy Richard in the Shop, decided to contribute to the Toolmakers collaboration by designing and making punches. And in the spring when he announced this, he said he was going to make some of the punches, and some of his viewers could make some of the punches. This is a worthy cause, and I figured, what the heck, I'll do some machining and I'll make some punches. So I decided to put my hand up and say, yes, I will make some punches for you. And I contacted Randy, and I volunteered to make the pin punches. Another person volunteered, Mr. Brian Block of BC Block 02, and he is making the center punches, and he's also heat treating all the punches once they're made, because they're being made out of tool steel, which is something I never machined before, so this is going to be fun. Randy, that's Randy Richard, is going to be making the roll pin punches. So that's what we're going to make, and that's why we're making them. I have 6 punches to make, from 1/8 inch to 5/16. They have a 33 pitch knurl. They're made out of S7 tool steel. So that's what I'm going to be making. So let's get at it. It's clear. I got the camera where my color usually goes. I probably use too much oil.
Okay, that one, like I said, that surprised me how quickly it got there. But we're roughly where we want to be. We're about 1,000 on. We're about 1,000 under. Oh, don't know if you could see that. Oh, let me back that up. Yeah, we're about 1,000 under with that spring cut and all. So I'll take that and I'll put the knurl on there. Anyway, the knurling manufacturer Eagle Rock says to use flood coolant. So I went to Napa. They sell as $36 a gallon. They're running a special this month. If you buy the Napa bucket for $2, I think it is, you get 20% off. Whatever you can fit in a bucket. Use them. So anyway, I put this in there, pumped it up. There's my flood coolant. So that'll work for temporary bases, and I just put this pan underneath, and it's doing pretty good at catching it. My lathe had flood coolant on it at one point. Even has the tank down here. That's what my foot's on. That's a tank, and there's a hole in there where the pump was and all. So I'm not taking this back to flood coolant. For temporary bases, I think what I have here works good. To start feeding, let's start making knurls. That way it does each wheel, because they tell you to put one on each wheel. Yeah, I'm going to get caught up in the chapter this time. It says to do this with a low RPM. I got mine set for 60. I think they said you can do it at 120. I'm in no hurry. Okay. That's more knurl than I need. Take the pressure out of this thing. And then I start cleaning up. Let's take a look at that knurl. I don't know if that's in focus for you. It is gorgeous. I actually filled a chip so far making it. Okay, we're getting down to the final one here. The surface isn't that great. I'm back to file, and I did that one pass. All I'm trying to do now is get a smooth surface because we're pretty much there. Okay, that's it. The spec was for 30 thousandths diameter, 15 thousandths radius. There's no way I could focus on this. I took a 40 thousandths wide Chinese parting tool and ground the sides, and I found the sides are just a little bit over 30 thousandths. So I ground that down, and then I just radius to the best of my eyeball. And to be quite honest, that's the best of anybody's eyeball. You know, you're just looking at the thing. I don't think you're going to put it under the microscope. But anyway, I just radiused it, and it looks round to me. So, and let's square this up and put our notches in, and we're almost done. That everything's good too. Okay, we're in low gear. Now we're going to 0. It won't start really grinding till about here. Take it in slow, and I let it stick. At 0. Out. Unlock. Ah, shit, I bumped my thing. Oh well. I didn't move it yet, so I just know it's another 100,000. Another 100,000. Block it. And then I bring it in on this side. Get my little eyeballs going on that. Set this for 0. And then from that point, 0.580 is where the taper starts. So 580 thousandths, that's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 580 thousandths. I'll just bring that in. Inscribe 4. Like I said, I'm using the dial on my on the magnet. And that's where the end's going to be. I believe that's it. Where's my sample? That's it. Okay, that's the end of this end for now. This end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it through a collet with about that much sticking out. I'm going to hacksaw it here, and then I'm just going to face it to that line. There's no way I could face it with that much hangout. I just love that knurling tool. So, okay, well, I'll take you through the next step. I'm going to hacksaw it right there. I think I have a new pointer. That would be funny for looking at the different parts of the drawing. Anyway, that's what I was going to put in the bandsaw, and I'm going to cut it off right here. Okay, I'm going to lift this up a little bit, slide this in, and I'm going to cut it right around there. Lock it. Bet you this is your first bandsaw, right? I don't know. Plug it in. Come on, you. And away we go. Cut off real nice. Okay, I'm ready to drill the emergency collet out for the first burst size. Usually I use kerosene. Actually, usually I don't do brass. But I'm going back to Tap Magic because it says it's good for brass. Let's hope so. These are cobalt bits. I'm just curious. I know I have to clean that up. Okay. This is the first time I've ever used an emergency collet, so I'm getting to do new things with this project. Let me clean that up and put it back in. Okay. I'm just going to file that. This is doing good or bad. I'm keeping my thumbnails away from those openings in the collet. Well, here's one way to find out. The whole darn thing out. This Okay, that's a nice flat surface. I'll just stone the edges, and that should be 1.4 inches from the lip where the knurling ends. There's 1.4 right there. Perfect. Exactly 1.4 inches. Like I said, I wouldn't be doing this for myself. This is for somebody else, and it's a gift for somebody, so I'm trying to do this at the best of my ability. Okay, I figured I'd better capture this. What I'm doing is I'm trimming now that I have this exact here, that's 1.4 inches from there to there. I want the overall length of this thing to be 4 inches. So what I did is I just put it in the collet with the tail end sticking out and faced it to get flat surface here and a flat surface here. And then I measured it. It was 4.065. And then what I did is I put it in the collet like I just showed you, and I measured it. I measured the stick out, and the stick out of the collet from the collet face was 0.115. So what I show here is 115 thousandths was sticking out. It was 4.065. I want to take 65 from both of those. So when I'm done, the stick out here should be 50 thousandths in order for that to be 4 inches. The other thing I did is I touched it off at the end there, and I set the dial indicator. And what I was going to do is take this off by 65 thousandths as well, and I'm going to be measuring to make sure it's coming up 150. So that's what I'm doing right now. I set the compound to 7 degrees. So far, I've taken 30 off. And if I did it right, this should be at 65. It showed 63. I'll take it, but let me clean that off because it felt gritty. Check this for 0 again. It's 0. Camera's right in my way. Square that up. Yes, I'm glad I stopped and did a check. Right now it's showing 55. So I'm going to take another 56. I think I might have bumped it. It was 55. So I'm just going to take another 5 off of this, polish it, pull it out, and measure it. Okay. Polish it with a little bit of sandpaper. Now that'll really mess up my measurements. Being careful of the direction that I'm getting my fingernails around this with the openings in the collet. That'll take a fingernail off it, I'm sure. Okay. let's see what we have. I had a Q-tip here. Oh, here it is. Fell behind. There that is. Come on, you. Okay. I'm going to clean these jaws. Zero them. Again, it was set for the tail. That's zero. These are clean. And this is a pain to measure. It's 402. I might polish that out. First time it's whacked with a hammer, it'll be a lot less. Actually, about 401. Yeah. So, within a thousandth there. That's good enough. So that one's completely done. I think that's the small one. That is the small one. That's the first one that I did the aft end on. So, almost finished. Okay, I got the punches made. They're going to be sent down to Brian Block to be hardened. After that, they're going to be sent to Brad Jacobs, who's going to take them and hand deliver them to Keith Fenner for the What's in the Box giveaway. I put a lot of time into these. I figured that these aren't for me; they're for somebody else, and I try to make them to the best of my ability. I don't usually machine stuff like this. Usually, I just make stuff that I need for my shop. If I need a tool, I stop and make a quick tool real quick, and I don't really care if it's pretty. So, but anyway, I did with these since they were going with somebody else, so I spent a lot of time on them. Anyway, this is done. I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's it. Well, thank you very much. Goodbye.